let me show you what the worldwide celebration banners should look like this year, 2022, for both global and JP. Keep in mind that the worldwide celebration should be starting, what the heck did I click, my bad, in a little less than 3 weeks here. Last year it started on what, the 25th, which is about 13 days from now, so we're closing in very, very fast, and I'm pretty sure you want to see what these banners are going to look like, so here we are. Now, keep in mind that this is speculation, but I'm only going based off of what the last year banners had and what Dokkan usually tends to do when it comes to these banners. So even though I might be a unit off here or a unit off there, I think overall it's going to be fairly accurate, and you can let me know personally what you think. Now, let's just get the subscriber challenge out of the way really quickly. I need you to go ahead and pick right now in your head Team Super Saiyan Goku or Team Final Form Cooler. I need you to think of one, pick it, and hold it near and dear to your heart, okay? I'm going to go ahead and spin this wheel. If it lands on the one that you put in your heart, you can skip today's subscriber challenge. However, if it doesn't, you got caught lacking today. You got to subscribe to the channel and help us get to the 50k, actually, you know what, sorry, 45k sub goal mark. Let's hop straight into the spin and let's see what we get. And I just need you to be honest, okay? And it's gonna land on Super Saiyan Goku. So if you pick Goku, you can skip today's subscriber challenge. If you picked Cooler, why are you picking Cooler? We know Goku always wins. What did you expect to happen? You got caught lacking, got to subscribe. Let's hop straight into the video. So, first things first here. We need to go ahead and take a look at what the last year banners look like in terms of their design, structure, and setup. And the first thing we notice on both of these banners is that there is 4 worldwide celebration units on each of these banners, right? So first we have the Goku from last year, then Buhan from 2 years ago, then Gohan from 3 years ago, and of course Goku from 4 years ago. Now, when they drop these dual Dokkan Festival worldwide units on these banners, they're obviously going to drop their counterparts on the other banners. So this banner had the Frieza, then the Vegeta counterpart to Buhan, Cell counterpart to Gohan, and then the Frieza counterpart to Goku. So I'm pretty sure this year we're going to see something very similar to where the new Goku and new the new Goku and new Cooler will be obviously the new units. Maybe the banner units could be Gohan and Icarus and the Piccolo. I don't really care what it's going to be. They're just here for placeholders, really. But where we really start getting into what the banner is going to look like in terms, or besides the new units, obviously, is where I think Namek Goku will easily be here. Again, it doesn't really matter what banner he's going to be on, because if he's on this banner, that means that Frieza is automatically going to be on the Cooler banner. Now again, Frieza could be here and Namek Goku could be here, but it doesn't really matter. What really matters is that what units actually end up appearing at the end of the day. Now, of course, I guess you could argue that it matters, because if you want Goku more, and let's say you don't have Namek Goku, then I guess you would summon more. It just depends. You get what I'm trying to say. It's one of those things where you want to have the featured units you don't have on the banners you want the most, because you're going to summon on that naturally, right? So hopefully that makes sense, but you guys get the point, okay? Then we obviously are probably going to have Buhan come back on one of these banners. That's a little too small, doesn't really matter. I'm a little OCD, it doesn't matter. I'm trying this new, by the way. I usually have all these units pulled up side by side here, so if you like this a little bit better, then please let me know. But so far, I think this is what we're rocking. And then I also, unfortunately, expect Cell to return. We do not like Cell on these banners, man. I mean, I don't have him 100% yet, but I guess I can kind of take it. Let me move him. Let's do like 3 per row, I think. Again, my OCD is kind of firing off right now, but you're gonna have to bear with me. You're gonna have to bear with me, because apparently I can't speak English either. Let's go ahead and add Gohan to one of these banners. Doesn't really matter here. And then last but not least, I do think we're going to have Goku as well as the Frieza. Now, I probably would have said no for these two, but keep in mind that the banners also tend to be shaped around, you know, the theme of the actual banners themselves, right? So sometimes, like for this banner specifically, we have like Bardock here and the I'll talk about the Super Saiyan Goku later, but Namek Goku and this Goku here. If the worldwide banner had nothing to do with Goku, I don't think these Gokus would have really appeared, right? So these last few units on both of these banners might end up being tricky, but I think we can still pretty much nail it to a T. It's just the first few units are probably going to be guaranteed these 4 if you ask me. So far, like, this is looking pretty good so far, right? New Goku, new Cooler, new banner units, and then obviously the last 4 worldwide units, if you will. So in total, I guess 5 worldwide LRs. Then we have to hop into what would be the next unit to fill on each banner, and that is where I think the Goku and Vegeta come into play. Now, when Frieza and Namegoku dropped, Goku and Vegeta were the Golden Week units of that year. And since the Golden Week units returned last year on the worldwide banners, I think the same case could be made for this year as well, which is why I believe that both STR Goku... Did he just replace... Hold on, did he just replace... Oh, no, let's not do that. Hold on. Let's, there we go. Let's put Goku right there. Cool. So I do think Goku will make an appearance on one of these banners, and then subsequently, obviously, the Cell will also... okay, my bad. I'm still learning how to do this, by the way. I do think Cell will then appear on the opposite banner. So these banners are looking pretty stacked so far. Also, keep in mind that these banners were the same on Global and JP. Like, STR Kid Buu could return on JP and maybe not for Global, but they didn't really do that last year in terms of, like, both the banners were literally the same. So I don't think they're going to make any type of appearance whatsoever, but I guess we'll have to see. Maybe JP does differently this year. It's really hard to tell, okay? But I do think so far this is what the banners are going to look like. Now we need how many more units? Because there's 10 featured units SSRs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so we have total have what, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 units on each banner. And again, this is where things become a little bit skeptical, a little bit not scary, it's just hard to predict, right? And one reason why is because in the year of Namegoku and Frieza, the Saiyan Day Dokkan Fest was into Broly, right? And Broly did not make an appearance on these banners, but the Saiyan Day unit of the year before made his appearance with AGL Bardock. So it's kind of tough to say, like, will they really have Majin Vegeta appear on the banner? I don't know. And if they have Majin Vegeta, then maybe they have, like, Broly on the other banner as well. Because, again, Broly wouldn't make sense, right? Broly is a movie boss unit, so maybe Broly could be on the other... Do I have Broly's asset here? I don't. Let's just use... You know what? Since Broly is pretty much as thick as Cell, let's just go ahead and add, like, this is, again, 2 cells here, but let's just say this is Broly for now, okay? So we have Broly and Majin Vegeta, 2 Saiyan Day banner units. Again, I don't know how likely that's going to be, because it's tough to say if they're even going to drop Majin Vegeta in the first place. I'm just trying to go ahead and predict how these banners are going to look at the end of the day. And then, like I mentioned before, some of the remaining units on this featured list just really pertain to the theme of the banner itself. So for Cooler's case, obviously it's going to be Cooler themed. So I could easily see units like STR Cooler coming back and returning. Or, I mean, honestly, you could definitely make a case for physical Cooler as well, or maybe even AGL Cooler, because AGL Cooler, I do see getting an easy 8, maybe even in, like, part 2 with, like, an LR Cooler, or, like, Goku and Vegeta, something like that. Something to that effect, of course. So, right now we have 8 units featured here, plus these 2 makes 10. This could be what the banner looks like. Again, Broly instead of Cell here. And then maybe for the Goku banner, again, things get a little tricky, but it's like, I don't know, man, because it's tough. Like, maybe, see, the thing is, if Gogeta drops on this banner, then what happens is Broly would have to be on the Cooler banner, right? The subsequent or the relating Dragon Ball Super Broly. So, because they don't drop these dual, like, they won't drop a Namegoku without full power Frieza on this banner, right? So they, like, let's just say, for example, I took off this physical Cooler here, and then maybe even this STR Cooler, and I built the banner like this. So we have AGL Pikkon, because Pikkon is movie heroes related, right? So they could drop Pikkon, and then maybe even Janemba on Cooler's banner. And then maybe they go ahead and drop Gogeta on Goku's banner, which again doesn't really make much sense, but it is movie heroes themed, so they could be going for a movie heroes, movie bosses themed this celebration, because that's literally what it is. And then maybe the other banner is the other Dokkan Fest. Okay, let me not do that again. which is going to be Broly, which could also make sense to me, especially if Gogeta and Broly are going to get Easy A's in the future, which I think they're coming up on their Easy A's pretty soon. So like, this is what the banners could look like. If not, then again, maybe you could have both coolers here, and then instead for Goku's case, you could have STR Name Goku, like boom right here. Maybe AGL Bardock instead of Majin Vegeta. And maybe Int Kid Goku returns, which I do not want to see. I literally hate this unit so much. But as you guys can see, the last 2, 3, 4 units on both banners are a little bit tricky to figure out because, again, they can really put whatever they want. They don't really follow any theme. They skipped last year's Saiyan Day unit and dropped the one before that. So I don't know if Broly will make the cut. But let me know what you guys think. Overall, I do think that the first few units, like I think Namegoku, Buhan, Cell, Goku, and STR Goku and Gohan will definitely be here alongside the new units, new Goku and whatever banner unit that's going to drop. And then same thing for Cooler's banner. The first 5 units here are going to be pretty accurate, I think. And then they can go ahead and drop Cooler and then whatever banner unit drops with him. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Who do you really want to see return? If Gogeta and Broly get an Easy A in the future, I think they can definitely return probably now. And then maybe Paikon and Janemba could return, which again, Janemba and Paikon actually could buff the Goku and Cooler. So again, it makes sense why they would actually return instead of some other units. But I also do, again, expect to see S tier Cooler and maybe even Physical Cooler on the banner, maybe even AGL Cooler if, again, it's going to get an Easy A. It's really tough. There's a lot of units fighting for positions on the banner, especially on the extreme side. So again, let me know what you guys think. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know if you enjoyed this format. I will definitely have it. I'll definitely, use it again or try to make it a little bit more neater. Try to make it more neat or neater in the future. Dude, my English sucks. You get the point. But again, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and peace.